it never works out where I can just like, how can I put this? When you on a journey to forgiveness, there has to be a lesson in the shit. Otherwise, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And I know a lot of y'all religions have, you know, its definitions and its codes on, how you should go about forgiveness and the reasons why. I'm telling y'all from the most real and practical place in me, if the shit don't teach you anything, if there is no lesson in your process of forgiving something, the shit not gonna be organic anyway. A lot of y'all don't know how to embrace and own what you're going through, right? And you're gonna find out when I drop my new CD that, like, with every part of your life, with every season that you go through, you need to embrace what you in so that you can learn from it, right? So, you know, if you in a toxic season of your life and, you know, you and a nigga on some bullshit and y'all doing that toxic shit and y'all going back and forth and it's tit for tat and it's petty shit and you highlighting the negativity and really like embrace that shit. Know that's what you doing and do it with some sort of esteem about it. Meaning, like, don't be flow and fake about what the fuck's going on. A lot of y'all, you can't get to a point of forgiveness. You can't get over the past. You can't get in a place where your spirit and your heart and your energy can be at peace because your ass don't understand the lesson in what the fuck you supposed to be trying to forgive. Y'all following what I'm explaining? Anybody get what I'm saying so far? I need to know y'all keeping up before I go deeper, because you know I'm going to go deeper. Like, a lot of y'all, you don't understand what the fuck your reason for forgiving a person for. Y'all think forgiveness be let it go. He don't want me to say nothing about it. That's why he want to be forgiven. He don't want me to check him. That's why he don't want to be. She don't want a nigga to tell her nothing. That's why, that's why a bitch keep talking about forgive, but I can't forget. Y'all go to comparing the whole idea of forgiving and forgetting. You gotta forgive a bitch because you understand what the fuck happened and what you went through. And see, the reality about life is, it don't matter how much you try to play Christian or how much you try to play like I'm a good person, like I done moved on. It don't matter how much you try to play along with that shit and create some sort of perception that you like got it figured out. Now, if you don't understand the lesson and why the fuck you forgiving, if you don't understand what the fuck happened and why the fuck you moving, and I ain't talking about what happened with the other person. See, y'all problem is y'all try to understand the actions of another motherfucker, but that is not what life's about. All you got to understand is what the fuck was going on in your mind, what the fuck was going on when you was moving, when the shit was happening in your life. Do y'all understand what I'm explaining? This is the realest shit you gonna get, the realest speech you gonna get, the realest understanding you gonna get on forgiveness. And it's imperative that y'all teach y'all children the same thing. When you forgive and release what does not serve you and let go of things that had a hold of your motherfucking spirit, when you get that motherfucking demon off your back or them haters out your motherfucking game room or X off your motherfucking feelings or your mind or your emotions, when you release that shit out of your phone and off your pages and in your messages, it has to be for reasons that you understand. Y'all understand what I'm explaining to y'all? It has to be for some shit that you learned from. Y'all understand this? You gotta understand what the fuck happened to you. This is why I tell y'all all the time, stop trying to be a victim. Understand what choices and what role you played in shit. So when you forgiving things and you letting stuff go, it ain't because, oh, I'm letting that slide. Because, a lot of y'all, you can't forgive because you think you letting some shit slide. When you learn a lesson from some shit, you ain't let a fuck thing slide. That shit go in your book. It go on your list of boundaries. It go on I let you test the waters too far. Yeah, I was open to that. But, I learned from that. So now I ain't going to do that shit no more. The forgiveness comes because I understand what the fuck was going on. Y'all hear me? It's very much accountability. It's very much knowing what the fuck you doing while you out here doing it. If you young and you can get a hold of this shit, when I say young, you at the age of like 16 up to about 24, 20. If you get a hold of this shit, you will be able to move in a way. Because see, I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. A lot of people 25 and up, the motherfuckers make their choices based on things in their life that they were unable to forgive. It ain't lessons. It ain't stuff they learned. It's shit that like is still bothering them. So they make choices and decisions for their future based on trying to settle their emotion about some shit that's on them. That monkey that's riding their back. That ex they can't get off their mind. That situation they didn't quite get closure on. See, y'all be looking for the wrong type of closure. Y'all be looking for a bitch to explain why they did what they did. But that ain't what you supposed to be looking for. You supposed to be trying to seek understanding as to why you let yourself even get involved in some shit that went against you. It's a real message for some of y'all. Just letting it sink in. Exactly. Some people call it pacifying shit. Like y'all sit around and play. You highlight the wrong shit. You be worried about the wrong. You always want to know, well, why you did that? I'm saying, well, why he said that? I don't understand why you moving like that. I'm saying, you told me one thing on Monday and something else on Wednesday. You need to be asking yourself, why the fuck did I let a bitch tell me opposites and I'm sitting here still giving a fuck about it? That's the real question. The lesson be in that. It don't be in you analyzing the next motherfucker actions. Half the time a bitch don't be whole. Half the time a bitch be in a toxic season. Half the time a bitch don't have a real understanding for why they did or said what they did and they can't explain to you, but you mad. Somebody said a lot of times we forgive because we're looking at the situation from a whole new perspective. This is the thing, when you genuinely are able to forgive, there was a lesson in that shit. And 9 times out of 10, the lesson be about you. Y'all be out here and you think the most valuable stuff you learn is the next bitch ways. I'm gonna let that settle in y'all spirit. Like Country Wayne say, let that sizzle in your spirit. Like a lot of y'all think the most organic and the best, knowledge you gained on life is that's how Tyrone is. Yeah, look at Keisha. That's how that motherfucker. Yeah, I done learned the nigga. Yeah, I understand how we know her. Like that's not what life about. That shit is a journey on getting to know you. Understanding the way your brain process stuff. Understanding the way your emotions work so you can control them bitches. Y'all be so busy trying to figure out the next bitch and can't figure out self. Some of y'all got a nigga to a T. You know that nigga down to a motherfucking T. His ways, his moves, swings. Y'all know y'all love to say, I know when he lying, because then he started doing this, or he started stuttering, or a nigga started moving like this. I already know he up to something. But you don't even know when you up to something. You can't tell when you lying to your motherfucking self. You can't tell when your spirit and your aura is at peace. You can't tell when it's time for you to leave. Y'all know the dough be there. Don't know when to use it, but you know when to tell a nigga he should have left a bitch alone. Explain that. It don't make no sense. Some of y'all, your journey on forgiveness, you got to start with forgiving yourself for being so motherfucking dumb. Yeah, I'm saying it with a straight face. Looking you dead in your motherfucking eyes. You might want to start with forgiving yourself for all the dumbass shit you've been doing. All the stupid ass choices you've been making. It's a lesson in that. There is a lesson in that. You might want to start forgiving yourself for all the fuck shit you've done to land your life in the situations that is, to have your mindset in the place that it's in, to have your energy in the space that it's in. I gotta look y'all dead in y'all motherfucking face when I'm saying it, because this is real. You can't tally the fuck up. You can't start working on new goals. You can't be accountable for self. You can't teach your kids a fuck thing when all you doing is making decisions based on some false forgiveness for a motherfucker that you felt like did you wrong and you some sort of victim, but you don't never see no role, that you never see the role that you played in any other shit in your life. Accountability be a motherfucker. That's the first line of my book. Some of y'all gotta start being real with y'allself, man. Fuck being real with another motherfucker. Some of y'all, you gotta forgive yourself for being more loyal to another motherfucker than you was to self. Yeah, girl, you have to go and apologize and really forgive yourself for wronging you. The way that you rolled for a nigga and rolled yourself in the motherfucking dirt, you owe your goddamn self an apology. You owe it to yourself to go sit down somewhere and really reflect and really forgive yourself for your fuck ass ways. The way you went above and beyond to show another motherfucker you care about them more than you ever showed yourself you care. You wrong, girl. You need to go forgive yourself. You need to go find the lesson in you. Some of y'all dudes, man, the way you out here and you allow the world to use you up, chasing behind these motherfucking bitches, you owe yourself an apology as a man. Like the way that you've been allowing the world to treat you and got your mind conditioned on the amount of money y'all got determines my value as a man. The way you let a bitch handle you with your kids and shit. The way you trying to live up to your baby mama expectations as a father. Like, bro, you playing your mother. You need to go forgive yourself and get an understanding for what the fuck you doing. Because you tried you. Y'all be a victim of y'all motherfucking self. Some of y'all, you need to forgive yourself. Stop taking it out on the motherfucking kids. Because when you look at them and you look at your situation, you bothered at the fact that you chased around a nigga and went harder for some sort of relationship goal when you ain't make sure you and your kids had the adequate knowledge and shit you need. Some of y'all, you really ain't being real with yourself. You don't understand that in your household, you know the most. And when you really think about how much you know, your whole house don't know shit. Let that sizzle in your spirit, like Country Wayne be saying. Like, that's some shit for your ass. That should make you tally up. That should make you really go. In your household, you the head of the household. You know the most. You the keeper of the knowledge, like I tell my kids. You know the most. You don't know that much. I hope y'all genuinely heard what I said. You hear me? Did you hear what I just said? You the smartest person in your room. You got kids and shit in your room. The world is out here. You don't know stress management. You don't know how to create multiple streams of income. You don't know about setting goals. You don't understand the concept of having a plan for yourself. So that's when somebody jump in your life and you lust for them or they evoke a little bit of emotion in you, you don't run around and change your whole way of moving because you ain't got no goddamn plans to accommodate them. You don't understand this stuff. But you the leader in your family. Start with forgiving yourself for not realizing that sooner. For playing you and your goddamn kids. For not understanding generational wealth and the importance of life insurance. And the understanding of stress management. And knowing that I got to trickle this down to my children. Like I've been mismanaging my emotions. I've been doing more for others than my own household. I've been pretending for online. I've been faking like I got it figured out when I don't. I've been in these streets so long. This shit has used me up. And my character is conditioned to believe that I got it figured out when I don't. Forgive yourself for that first. Y'all want me to stop? The live will go up. Y'all want me to stop? Y'all feelings hurt? They hurt? I'm sorry. Sorry you feel that way. Mike's my no keep going. Y'all got to really embrace what I'm saying, man. In order to genuinely forgive, you got to have an understanding for what the fuck you doing. The lesson in that. Why you forgiving. Y'all hear me? Like a lot of y'all got some shit on y'all, man. This is why you the type of person that you are. Some of y'all, and this is some real ass shit. I did a one-on-one yesterday, and me and the girl on the one-on-one, we was talking, and we was talking about how you let so much shit that you have not forgave weigh on you, right? And it starts to mold your character. It starts to condition you into a person. I'm going to tell you, a lot of you young hoes call this your attitude, right? People be like, what's wrong with you? And you be like, nothing, that's just how I am. And then you really go above and beyond to explain to a bitch that, like, you know, this is just how I am. Girl, your spirit and everything in you, your aura, that resting bitch face you got, that sassiness in you, all that shit come from the stuff weighing on you that you won't forgive. All the lessons in your life that you don't understand. All the stuff that you chose to involve yourself in that you blame other people for. It's in your demeanor. It's in the way that you talk. It's in you in that flinching you do. Y'all swear y'all ain't scared of nothing, but you so fucking guarded. You're afraid. You definitely are. Some of y'all hold you so tough, but you really ain't tough. Meaning you go through life and you swear you a checker bitch by anything and a hoe ain't gonna try you. That project ass mentality got you out here to where you don't even see. You're very afraid. You are very hurt. You are very weak. That is why your guard is always up. You ever seen a wounded animal or something? Somebody like a bitch done beat them up so much. And it ain't like, I ain't saying you won't pop off. I'm saying the reason why you always popping off is because that's your defense mechanism. But you done told us, this just how I am. Girl, you know that's how Keisha is, child. She be having, you know, that's just her attitude. She don't mean no harm. No, a bitch is harming their motherfucking self. Keep telling yourself that shit. You need to release what does not serve you. Get that motherfucking demon and them old ways off your goddamn back. Stop telling yourself. And then you got your kids believing this just how you, my mama, that's just how my mama, you know. Your mama got a lot of hurt and a lot of bruised shit within her. Your mama got toxic ways and she trauma. This why the fuck she always yelling at y'all for nothing. This why she don't know how to use her motherfucking words. This is why she damn near verbally abusing y'all every day when you really ain't did nothing. This why a motherfucker sit there and tell you did some shit that you, oh, you heard me. You really didn't hit them as a child, but you know, y'all old ways and the way your mammy brought you up. I told y'all on the other line, a bitch gonna tell you did something that you didn't actually do. Got y'all kids around here motherfucking damn near crippled, blind, and crazy. The way you make them think they know something that they don't know, but you know, you picked up that from the way that you was raised, and we know you wasn't raised right, because it's just the way you is. Breathe, bitch. I know it's bothersome, because this is you. I'm gonna look you dead in your motherfucking face. That ain't just your motherfucking personality. Something is wrong with you. You need to go heal, bitch. You're toe up, broken, scarred, raggedy, bitch. You need to type that. Raggedy ass Keisha trying to raise my 3 and don't know a way trying to find myself. And I need to forgive Jones, bitch. Make that your goddamn Instagram and Facebook name. Can't twerk your way past that hurt. You can't fuck your way past them scars. Exactly. Then when the kids speak up, they disrespectful. That's why y'all think I'm disrespectful. Because I say half the shit your kids would say to you if they wasn't going to get a whooping. Message. This shit goes all the way back to the way we was oppressed for 400 years in slavery. If a bitch wasn't going to beat our ass, you think we would have just stayed there? Message. Half of y'all are being tolerated by your family. You're being tolerated by your children because you conditioned them to believe that's just the way, mama. Child, you have to let people be them. Bitch, you wrong. You're raggedy hoe and you're wrong, bitch. Find it within you to forgive yourself and change your motherfucking ways. Start with that. And then I'm going to tell y'all some shit. Y'all love to talk about, you know, the problems that y'all have going on in y'all life. And this ain't just females. It be niggas too. A lot of y'all niggas, you always talking about you going through something. That's your excuse for not taking care of your kids and shit. Nigga, shut the fuck up. You raggedy. You's a raggedy ass goddamn father. You's a raggedy ass man. The way that you allow a female mouth to make you change and operate differently with your own goddamn seeds that you raggedy, nigga. You always talking about you trying to handle some shit. You ain't handling a fuck thing. You need to find it in yourself to forgive yourself for the raggedy ways and change. Always got a motherfucking excuse. Making it seem like, you know, y'all niggas love to make it seem like you chasing some paper. You can't be bothered because you out here trying to get your money. Nigga, you been doing this for about, what, 10 years? A decade? Lil John about 10, 11 years old. You ain't caught a real bag yet? Because, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same shit over and over again and expecting a different result. You've been grinding and at this shit for about 10, 11 years. You ain't got rich yet. You might well bring your ass home broke and help take care of your child. The best that you can. Nigga, you's insane. Motherfucker, you's raggedy. Bitch, tired of hearing them same old flaw ass excuses. You need to go somewhere and forgive yourself for your fucked up ass ways and do better. You don't want to hear this, I'm sorry. It bothers you. It's coming from a female with a deep voice and tattoos on. Listen, believe I'm a transgender and man to man, my nigga, you's a raggedy ass nigga. Go get your life right. The way you've been faking like you really been chasing a dollar, but you've been chasing holes and trying to fulfill voids within yourself out in the world to make yourself feel better because you not on your eye. I'll be a man today. Man to man, nigga, go do better. Go do better. And a lot of y'all, you got a lot of problems in your life, right? It's hard to shoot through the shit. You don't know how to compartmentalize and separate. Like, this situation does not need to run over into this one. And my stress at work don't got to do with my kids, and my frustration with my kids and the stuff they got going on does not have to do with the nigga I'm trying to date. Like, y'all don't know how to compartmentalize. Cool. I'm going to tell y'all like I told somebody yesterday on the one-on-one. You know how you go to the hospital? You ever seen somebody like they're a trauma victim? They done got cut, shot in a car accident. Let's say, you know, I'm bleeding from my head. I got a cut on my leg. And at the hospital, they're going to treat the most important wounds first, meaning the ones that are having the most effect on your life. You feel where I'm going? So if somebody cuts you and then shoots you in your abdomen, when you get to the hospital, like the little cut on your leg, they're going to treat that after they treat the goddamn gunshot wound to the abdomen. We're going to deal with the worst first. A lot of y'all, you want to talk about how the nigga hurt your feelings. You want to talk about how the hoe keep trying you. You want to talk about what you found in the nigga phone. You want to talk about how you caught the bitch texting another nigga. You don't want to talk about how you can't keep your transportation stable. You don't want to talk about how you ain't got no savings for yourself. You don't want to talk about how you really don't got all your bases together because you can't keep a stable place to stay, transportation, feed yourself, clothe yourself, and take care of the children and the responsibility. You don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about how a nigga hurt your feelings. How a hoe got niggas in their inbox. You don't want to talk about how you keep fumbling the pack with the plug. You want to get on the phone with me and talk about how a female got you feeling some type. Bro, something wrong with you. This is the emergency room. We in the trauma unit. We gonna treat the most important, the biggest traumas first. Message. You deal with the most detrimental wounds first. Y'all doing it wrong. You trying to heal, but you over here putting some Neosporin and a Band-Aid on a little cut on your leg and you motherfucking bleeding out the side of your neck. Make that make sense. Explain it to... Bitch, explain it to me where it makes sense. Somebody help me understand. Help me. You over here want me to look at your broke nail, but bitch, your whole household broken. You over here crying because a nigga won't text you back. But you don't know enough to get your kids out here so they don't repeat the same cycles that you message. You ain't forgave your mama for bringing your ass up the fuck wrong. She did the best you could, but it wasn't enough, and you don't want to face that. But all you want to talk about is how a nigga hurting your feelings, or you a victim of a Love Dorsey lie. You don't like how I'm cursing. A lot of y'all church folks get on here, oh, if she would just say it differently. Bitch, you around here pretending to be a whole Christian. You go to church every Sunday and fake like you actually participating in this religion, in this lifestyle as a genuine person, and your motherfucking ass doing all the fornicating and sinning like Mortimer. You on here trying to tell me what the fuck I should... Come on now. Come on now, Deacon John. That's why I told your ass to get off in the beginning. That's why I told you to get off. Because your pastor don't talk like how I talk. And it's going to ruffle the feathers on your goddamn back. Your spirit ain't going to sit well when I get done talking. Because it's going to make you bust your life open. You got to forgive yourself for being some motherfucking flaw. With your religion, with your lifestyle. I'll stop. Because some of y'all might start crying. And oh, we don't want that. Definitely. It'd be deflection at its finest. Like, my nigga, you are bleeding out. You bleeding out. And you talking about how a bitch won't answer the phone? Like, some of y'all, if you died tomorrow, your kids don't got nothing. And you know, we could be superficial. They ain't got nothing. You don't own too much of nothing. Ain't no assets. They gonna have to do a fish fry to bury you. Cool, right? All right, cool. You might be like, so, oh well, love. Like, I'm trying. Cool, I got you. I'm from the hood. I understand that mentality. But like, I'm gonna say it again. If you died right now today, your kids don't got enough to manage stress because you haven't taught them nothing. To deal with life, to not be used up by people, to understand that, yeah, you can go to school and get a bachelor's degree and educate yourself, but you still might not be able to find a job. You might end with your degree and be in so much debt you can't even enjoy life after that. Like, people will bully you into committing motherfucking suicide and not wanting to live. A motherfucker will pass you a STD they know they got for the sake of just not wanting to be accountable for... They'll have nothing. And see, when I say nothing, y'all think I'm talking about material. I'm just letting it settle in. Just letting it sink in. But the stuff y'all want to talk about. Like, you bleeding out. You slit across the front of your neck. Your family don't have the tools to stop that fucking wound from bleeding. You want to talk about the cut on your leg. I did a one-on-one with a dude yesterday. So we on the phone talking, and he was explaining to me how he going through it with this female, right? And you know, he ready to lock in with her, but you know, she playing. Just like I told y'all yesterday, she's saying opposite shit. Her vibes be changing. She fucking with another nigga. I told the nigga this. He knew it, you know, before he got on the phone with me. But you know, his emotions. He like, you know, feels some type of way, right? And a lot of times when you out here in the world and you don't know how to manage your emotions, you can't help who you end up like feeling for, right? So I was explaining to him, like, bro, get your shit together as a motherfucking man. I don't mean your shit together. Like, you know, we cool, so I could talk to him like this, bro. What you feel is what you feel. And then what's really going on is what's really going on. So, you know, I started asking him about his life. Nigga got a good job, own multiple properties, make good money, got his shit together. You know what I mean? Got a lot of money saved up, you know. Got things organized in his life. His basics is good. He'll never fuck with one of you project bitches because, of course, you know, y'all need them niggas that don't got no car so y'all can pressure them into monogamy. But we ain't talking about that right now. Like, nigga got his shit together, right? So, you know, I'm letting him talk. And, I like to give a bitch a chance to really, like, brag. Tell me what you got going on. Explain the shit that you worked hard as a man for. He laid it out. What do she do to match that? Like, what she got going on to match that? Besides you being caught up in the feelings of liking the essence of her. You know what I mean? Besides you sitting back and rereading text messages and lusting for the idea of this being your woman, how do she help you really grow into a better man? Because niggas know, real niggas know, grown men know, the more successful you are, the pussy flock to you, right? Right? Now, I'm going to explain to y'all what I broke down to him. This is where we ignore the signs, right? You got all this shit going on for yourself, and she's distracted with other things going on in her life. She will lie and say opposite shit and speak out of, you know, emotions and feelings in a way that where she like, you know, she handling him, right? Saying things like, you know, when he get ready to start a conversation, she know he want to talk about relationships. She's saying shit like, you know, if you finna be talking about relationships, I don't want to talk. So, you know, me and him vibed, and I spoke to him on a lot of stuff. By the end of the one-on-one, I told him, listen, you know, a bitch not like playing him in the pocket. That's where a bitch puts you over here in the purse or the pocket, and they make sure, you know, they reach out to you and text you every now and then to make sure you still, you know, available. You still on the line. You're still an option, right? I explained to him, match a bitch energy. You got so much going for yourself, man. Drop your nuts. When a bitch call you now, if you don't want to talk about being in a monogamous relationship, if you don't want to speak on what I'm speaking on, don't call me. I'm on some moving forward shit. I understand that what I feel for you, it ain't the same as what's really going on out here. My feelings and what I want don't match up with what the reality of it is, the type of person you are. Don't ignore the signs when a person show you they got like characteristics in them to play with your motherfucking emotions. When you lay how you feel out on the table for somebody and they don't care for that shit, that's already telling you what the fuck's gonna happen if you actually locked in with a bitch. If you actually lock this bitch in, she know now how you feel about it because you vocal about it. You a man that got your shit together. You willing to work with her and help her grow up to your level. You giving a bitch fruit and they playing with the fruit you giving them. Why would you even want to pursue that even more? You got to understand these are my emotions, but this is what's really going on. Separate the two. It's okay to feel. Ain't nothing wrong to sit back and cry and feel and understand that, you know, this is my emotion. This is what it feels like to be out here in the dating game and like shooting my shot and trying. But then at the end of the day, you never can forget who you are. You never turn off your motherfucking swagger. You never, you know, not like pay attention to the idea that I'm a grown ass motherfucking man. Like, bitch, I got my shit together. Like, I'm not one of these niggas that's trying to play you or use you. Or listen, I got my own money. I got my own place to stay. I got multiple properties. I got money in the bank. I got shit that, like, let me bring this back full circle to treating the worst wound first. My basics is together. Your reaction to shit have to match up with what the fuck's going on. The lady was hurting his feelings. She trying him. She, you know, playing him as a grown man, playing with his feelings and shit. Cool. I get that. But your reaction need to match up with how much that shit actually affect your life. The bitch owns some of your properties with you? No. Her name on your bank account? No. You got a place to lay your head? Can she fuck with that? No. The clothes on your back? Do she have the ability to take that away from you? No. Y'all got a child together? No. Can a bitch play with your overall stability as a grown fucking man? No. You got to make your reactions match up to how much a bitch actually affects your life. That ain't no real big wound for you to be reacting like that. There's what you feel, and then there's what's real. Y'all understand what I'm explaining to y'all? Do it make sense? Like, your reactions got to be the same. Some of y'all around here like a motherfucking Karen. Because I can tell some of y'all don't quite get it yet. You ever see the bitch got a small cut on their leg and they screaming like it's a fucking abdomen gunshot? Like, you ever seen a bitch react to a small cut as if they've been shot in their motherfucking neck and they bleed not? Same way I said you got to treat like the most important wounds first. The shit got to be an important wound for you to give a fuck about it. Message. Some of y'all, you crying and hollering over some shit that, bro, it ain't affect your pockets. It ain't affect your stability. It ain't affect your relationship with your children. Nigga, your car still work. You can still move around. They still selling weed. Go buy you some. Smoke a joint. Sit back and relax. What the fuck is you really doing all this hooping and all? Y'all ever seen a kid overreact, laying on the ground crying and shit by buying a toy? If you don't get your motherfucking ass up, all the goddamn toys you got at home, bitch, we got snacks and shit. I take care of your motherfucking ass. You in a loving. If you don't get your goddamn ass up and stop all that bullshit, you can feel. You can be hurt that your mama ain't buy you the toy. But if you don't pull your shit together, message. No, the smallest cuts don't hurt the worst. Y'all motherfuckers overreact. You highlight the wrong shit. You a goddamn Karen. Oh, the black guy is hitting me. Ain't nobody hitting your mother. Come quick. Send the authorities. They're out of control. These niggers. It's funny how y'all can identify stuff like that but come up with little sayings like the smallest cuts hurt the worst. Bitch. This ain't no goddamn Netflix series. Ho, this real life. Ain't nothing wrong with your stupid ass. Get your goddamn... You remember on the movie Friday when Ezell faked like he slipped and fell and the man looked over the thing and said, get your ass up. It ain't even wet over there. That's y'all. Get your stupid ass. That nigga ain't even taking your life down like that, ho. Talking about the smallest cut. If you don't get your motherfucking ass up and tend to the biggest wounds in your life, you bleed not. You talking about a motherfucking paper cut. It sting, but bitch, you ain't die. Get your dumb ass up. Y'all still be getting y'all wigs done. Why y'all feelings and shit don't, why the cut don't hurt enough for you to go sit down somewhere and wear your real hair? It don't hurt that bad, do it? Or you gonna get that lace laid, bitch. You crying and shit, but you in the goddamn cosmetologist chair. It don't hurt that bad. You faking, bitch. You Ezell off a goddamn fry. Get your ass up. Y'all play too goddamn much. Remember who live you on. The smallest wounds hurt the most. Shut your stupid ass up and go get your life together. Prioritize. Y'all be raised wrong to the fullest. Them quotes and sayings be have y'all like feeling like y'all know what you respect is due to a dog. Bitch. Yeah, they love to be a victim of their own goddamn self. Forgive yourself for being so motherfucking dumb. That's the message in this live. Start with yourself. Some of y'all, you can't forgive nobody out here in the world because you have not first forgave yourself for the poor decisions you've made and the way you've landed your life in the condition that it's in. Excuse me, that it's in. Nails did and all. Bitch, it don't hurt enough for you to take that shit off and be the authentic you. Exactly. My neck and my back. Bitch, ain't nothing wrong with your neck or your back. Now, it's something wrong with your bank account. Bitch, it's something wrong with the way you raising them kids. It's something wrong with that po-ass food choice you have when you go grocery shopping for them kids and you want to call them ADHD and shit because you feed them all them foods that got all them goddamn preservatives and shit, but you don't want to go and actually get out here and create multiple streams of income so you don't have to be sitting around here relying on the food stamps and all that extra shit. You don't want to talk. Ain't nothing wrong with your neck and your back, bitch. It's something wrong with your goddamn brain, but you don't want to talk about that. It's something wrong with the way you manage emotions. You don't want to talk about that. Y'all niggas too. Ain't nothing wrong with your neck or back, nigga. It's something wrong with the way you fumble the pack, the way you can't manage money, the way you always around here got your lady trying to do everything for you as a man, then you cheat because you don't feel like a man in your household, so you go and lay up with a little dumb hoe that don't got nothing going on, trying to make yourself feel like you somebody because you can pull multiple hoes. Ain't nothing wrong with your neck or your goddamn back, nigga. It's something wrong with your brain. The way you do them kids wrong is something wrong with your ability to accept accountability. You's a tender dick. Something might be wrong with that, but ain't nothing wrong with your neck or your back. Get your ass up. It wasn't even wet over there.